Hey there, Antonio.
Hello.
Obviously, we were watching training earlier. It looks like you've got everyone available. Is that right?
No, because Deki started to have a little part of the training session with us, but is not available for tomorrow. And Lucas Moura is available, and despite he had only 2-3 training session with us, but tomorrow is with us, and he will be on the bench, and no other problems, no other injuries. Tom?
Hi, Antonio.
Hi.
Just seeing as Harry was in the room, he's obviously had a fantastic start in the Premier League, but is yet to score in the Champions League. What do you put that down to? And how much, back to Matt's question about Haaland and the impression he's had, maybe taking the pressure off Harry and him going under the radar, how much are Spurs benefiting from that?
But I think which is his form, and I think Harry started the season really well. I think that we are working to continue to do well and to improve himself, because I know that Harry can take big levels, and I think for us he's a really important player, and he's scoring goal in the Premier League, and he's scoring. We need about his goals also in the Champions League, and he has to continue to work in the way that he's working, and every day when I speak with my players, I ask to them to push themselves, and to try to aspire to make the difference every day, because every day we have this possibility to improve ourselves, and for this reason my demanding is very high. We have only one way to try to be competitive in this league and in this tournament, to be really good, and to aspire every day to make the difference, to be better the day before.
Alex?
Hi, Antonio. We're a couple of weeks after the international break, and where games are every 3 days relentlessly now until the World Cup break. Just how difficult is that for you to manage, especially when you've got games like tomorrow that are a must not lose?
Yeah, but it's not simple, and I think it's a difficult situation for all the teams, all the clubs, and to play every three days is a big effort. You have to try to manage the situation in the best possible way, but at the same time, you know that you have to make rotation, but at the same time, you know that you need to get good results. Otherwise, there are a lot of criticism for the result. Finger cross, and to try to have all the players available, to try to make rotation with great balance, because it's important in every game to have a good balance, and also when you make a lot of rotation, you have not to lose your identity. I think this is the most important thing for every team, to keep the club at a good level.
David?
Hi, Antonio.
Hi.
You try with a 3-5-2 in Brighton.
Yeah.
How satisfied are you with the results? And do you think that system can be used again in Champions League?
Yeah, but if you remember also last season, we used 3-5-2, and we used one player more. But also last season we played 2-3 games with the 4-4-2, and I think yeah, we try to use the best formation. At the same time, don't lose our identity, and this is very important because when you change formation, something is going to change into the pitch. And the last game we worked with this system, but in the past we did this system for this reason. The knowledge was really clear. Then can be for me a good option for the future, and we'll see, and yeah, we go game by game. You know very well when you go to play every 3 games, every 3 days, you have to face also injuries, and for me, I guess Brighton was really important to give a bit of rest. Richarlison, and because Kulusevski and Mora, they weren't available. Yeah, and but I think it's positive to have an alternative in our 3-4-3.
Matt?
Antonio, Harry is the captain of England in a World Cup year.
Yeah.
He's the face of the fight against discrimination at the World Cup. He's sort of taken that role on. Yesterday he was promoting mental health, and then in the end of the evening putting all the nation's children to sleep with his bedtime story. I mean, he's such a willing ambassador. Does it worry you that he takes too much on? And what do you do to make sure his mental health is strong? And what can you do as his manager?
No, I think that Harry is the best person to represent this campaign, this type of situation, because Harry is not only a top player, but he's a really a top person, and I think is a really good example. And I think to try to give him this type of responsibility is good, also because you invite the people to follow this campaign. But I'm sure that at the same time Harry is really focused on football. But for me it's okay, and I like that he involved in this type of situation.
So just to come back, because he's such a good ambassador, people go to him. Does he need to say no to a bit more if he finds himself getting swamped? And is the mechanism there for you to check that he is still remaining fresh?
But I didn't understand very well. Yeah,
Can you basically, as his manager, is part of your job to make sure that he's not doing too much and to keep an eye on him, to look after him.
Yeah,
the same way he's trying to help us look after ourselves.
I understood, but I think that I answered before, no, and for sure it's up on him and about this situation. But I'm sure that he's really focused on football, and he's really good to divide the two situations and to give 100% in both situations. Okay.